Each year during the month of February, many students and staff of O.W. Huth Middle School work together to produce a wonderful program in recognition of Black History Month. This year, we are unable to gather in a space and celebrate Black history together. However, the students in the music department of Huth Middle School refused to allow COVID-19 to interfere with honoring, remembering, and celebrating the impact that African Americans had and continue to have on this world.
In honor of African American History Month, the Huth Performing Arts presents a performance video that features the choir, the jazz band, and student dancer Deborah Kapogo. Inspirational poetry and facts about famous Black leaders from every sphere of influence, on whose wide and sturdy shoulders you are now standing on. Let's begin our show with the Black National Anthem, danced by 8th grade student Deborah Kapogo.
I like this part right here. Come on. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the on. Till victory is won. Now we add a little something to it. Just to encourage you. We're going to take you to church later. Let's go! We'll keep marching right until the victory is won. To all my brothers out there. Hold your head up, brother, till the victory is won. To all my sisters in the struggle. Keep believing, sister, till the victory is won. Till that day. Till that day comes. Hey. Let us march on. To victory. Till victory is won. Is won.
My People by Langston Hughes. The night is beautiful, so are the faces of my people. The stars are beautiful, so are the eyes of my people. Beautiful also is the sun. Beautiful also are the souls of my people.
The poem I will recite is Dawn Revisited by Rita Dove. Imagine you woke up with a second chance. The blue jay hawks its pretty wares and the oak still stands, spreading glorious shade. If you don't look back, the future never comes. How good to rise in sunlight, in the prodigal smell of biscuits, eggs and sausage on the grill. The whole sky is yours. To ride on, blown open. To a blank page. Come on, shake a leg. You'll never know who's down there frying those eggs if you don't get up and see.
Gwendolyn Brooks is a poet, author, and teacher. Her work often dealt with the struggles and celebrations of ordinary people in her community on the south side of Chicago. In 1950, Gwendolyn Brooks won the Pulitzer Prize for her book of poetry titled Annie Ellen, making her the first African American to achieve this honor. She was the Poet Laureate of Illinois for 32 years and was also named the National Poet Laureate of 1985 to 1986. Amongst the many poets and authors standing on the shoulders of Gwendolyn Brooks is Miss Amanda Gorman. Amanda Gorman is the first Youth National Poet Laureate, a position she achieved as a 19-year-old scholar in Harvard University. During the inauguration of President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, Amanda Gorman became the youngest inaugural poet ever as she recited her poem, The Hill We Climb.
You can have all the money in your hands, all the possessions anyone can ever have, but it's all worth this treasure. True worth is only measured by not what you got, but what you got in your heart. You can have everything, but what does it mean? It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. You can't just talk the talk, you got to walk that walk. Yes, you do. It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. And I'll stand up for you. And I'll stand up for you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. You do the best that you can do. Then you can look in the mirror, proud of who's looking back at you. Define the life you're living. Find out what you take on what you're giving. And if you bet on love, there's no way you'll ever lose. Take a stand, make a stand for what's right. It's always worth the fight. It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. You can't just talk the talk, you got to walk that walk. Yes, you do. It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. And I'll stand up for you, stand for respect, dignity. If that's all you got, then you got all you need. And without that, you don't have a thing. Oh, no.
Rise up, love, lift your hands. I stand with you cause I understand. Ain't here to judge, just to take a stand. The greater plans, the creator's plan. Let's all rise like the day began. Reach out and touch with the Savior's hand. On rocky stand like this native land. Let the ways of love feed the ways of man.
John Robert Lewis was an American civil rights leader and politician. As a teenager, John Lewis was inspired by the courageous acts of Miss Rosa Parks and Dr. Martin Luther King. John Lewis was best known for his chairmanship of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee and for leading, with Dr. Martin Luther King, the march that was halted by police violence on the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama. That march resulted in the signing of the Voting Rights Act in 1965. John Lewis remained active in civil rights throughout his entire life. He became an Atlanta elected official in 1981 and became a U.S. Senator in 1986. Barack Obama, who spoke the eulogy at John Lewis's funeral, called him an inspiration and a hero. President Obama stands on the shoulder of John Robert Lewis.
Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright August Wilson is often considered America's Shakespeare. He created an unprecedented 10-play century cycle in which one play was set in each decade of the 20th century. These plays chronicled the joys, struggles, history, and culture of African Americans. Wilson's plays are also explorations of the universal themes of community, identity, diversity, activism, self-reliance, and resilience. August Wilson told extraordinary stories about ordinary people, and in doing so, he changed the face of American theater. August Wilson's plays have inspired and sparked the careers of many fine actors. Among the many playwrights, actors, and directors that stand on the shoulders of the great August Wilson are Angela Bassett, Charles S. Dutton, Viola Davis, and Chadwick Boseman.
Most everyone knows is that Jackie Robinson was the first African American to play Major League Baseball when he took the field with the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947. But did you know that Jackie Robinson was much better at basketball than he was at baseball? He actually played professional basketball for a short period of time. Jackie Robinson forfeited a professional basketball career to accept the challenge of integrating Major League Baseball. He understood the importance of breaking the color barrier in America's national pastime. This was a milestone in the history of civil rights and sports in America. Jackie Robinson was an active advocate for social change and became a role model for many African American athletes to follow. Most of the many professional athletes standing on the shoulders of Jackie Robinson are Hank Aaron, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Russell Wilson, and LeBron James.
Shirley Chisholm was an educator and politician. In 1968, Shirley Chisholm became the first African-American congresswoman. In 1972, Shirley Chisholm ran for president of the United States, making her the first black woman from a major political party to seek a presidential nomination. Although she did not win the election, throughout her entire life, Shirley Chisholm continuously paved the way for other African Americans in politics, and she helped shatter the glass ceiling for women of color in politics. Amongst the many African American people in politics who stand on the shoulders of the determined Shirley Chisholm is Kamala Harris, who is now the first African American and female vice president of the United States.
I've been walking with my face into the sails. Weight on my shoulders, pulling in my gulls. Well, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. Do what I can when I can, when I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night. That's why oh, stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Keep on keeping on, I can feel it in my bones. And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face, 'cause I'm alone. And I just might fail, but Lord knows I've tried. Sure as stars fill up the sky. Stand up, take my people with me. Though we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Keep on keeping on, I can feel it in my bones. I get on to prepare a place for you. I get on to prepare a place for you. I get on to prepare a place for you. I get on to prepare a place for you.
Young people, don't be afraid to use your voice. Your thoughts, opinions, and ideas are just as important as anybody else's.
When you speak, speak with boldness and purpose.
Have courage, be confident, and always stay true to yourself. Live your life fearlessly.
Your voice has great power. Don't be afraid to utilize it when needed.
Your voice matters, and so do you. So stand up, stand out, and stand tall. You are powerful.
People be talking about it. We won't just stand here in silence. Can't stop the fire from rising, rising. Whoa.
People, don't you be afraid. So many innocent slain. This is an era for change, change.
Malcolm's probably turning in his grave.
Every shade was beautifully made
and powerful. There's so much strength in you and me. Powerful, a breath away from victory. I matter, you matter, we matter all. I matter, you matter, we matter all. We're powerful.
I see a colorful future where skin don't define any human, and stars are the only thing shooting, shooting. Whoa.
Mothers who bury the child, how can we sit there and hide? Change comes when all take a stand now. Stand up, stand up. Martin's still echoes in my brain.
Every shade was beautifully made
And powerful. There's so much strength in you and me. Powerful, a breath away from victory. I matter, you matter, we matter all. I matter, you matter, we matter all. We're powerful.
Powerful.
There's so much strength in you and me. Powerful, a breath away from victory.
I matter, you matter, we matter all. I matter, you matter, we matter all. We're
Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up.
They did.
We can.
Stand up. Know who you are. The real beauty of a person comes from standing tall for what you believe in and having confidence that you can make a difference. Stand up. You are standing on the shoulders of greatness. Only surround yourself with people who will lift you higher.
Marcus Garvey once said, "A people without knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots." The month of February is just about to end. However, I encourage each and every one of you to continue to read about, learn about, and become inspired by the richness of Black history. It is a time to reflect upon the past experiences of the many Black men and women who came before us, who stood strong and determined while facing many challenges. It's a time to celebrate the unique contributions that many African Americans made in the areas of art, literature, music, politics, sports, science, and mathematics. It's also a time to become inspired by the amazing accomplishments of the many trailblazers in the Black community on whose shoulders we now stand.